Hey guys, welcome back to Sid Meier's Civilization 6, Germany as Frederick. And we most recently took Athens and eliminated Pericles from the game. And now we're going to have to contend with a few of these barbarians around here, as well as probably eliminate this camp before we focus on Egypt itself. And this will give us an opportunity to also get our builders going. Wanted to check our civics here and see. Actually, I wanted to check government civics and see if we have, what we'll do is when we get the next civic, we'll get those builders rolling because we need to get builders in every one of the cities and get them going. So we've taken the capital and we have the ability to increase our trade route, which is always nice. And we'll go ahead and close out these notifications. Yeah, this is another reason why I want to get some builders going. So we can start working some tiles, get those additional bonuses. Let's take a look, make sure we're not at war with any city-states. We're not. Okay. So here we go. Production in our main city. We're going to go with a crossbowman. And I think what I'll do is I'll just take these existing units here and maybe make a push to Egypt while we take care of these barbarians over here, because I think that we'll be able to take... We're going to go ahead and do ancient walls because we will be fighting Japan after Egypt. Now, you might be asking yourselves, why am I going to go after Egypt before I go after Tokyo? Because Tokyo is, or Japan, Kyoto, is actually already weakened. So I'd rather just go ahead and kind of plink along with Egypt, knock them out since they're our closest neighbor. Won't be as much of a trek. And we're going to go ahead and repair some of these buildings over here in Athens. I'm not surprised that we're being denounced. We will have to find Catherine here at some point. So, yeah, we're all being denounced. We'll have to see if the developers decide to make changes to warmongering penalties as well as civ leader behavior, because right now it's off. I mean, it's just, it needs to be somewhat adjusted here. Work this wheat. Alright, let's see if we can't... Go ahead and just move the archer up here. Up. There goes another one of those click miss moves, because I wanted to move the crossbowman in. I'm going to keep the unit inside here. That's the one we captured. There we go. That worked. Our next target will be Egypt. And there's Gandhi. So we're being denounced by everybody at this point, which comes as no surprise. But in King difficulty and higher, you pretty much have to stay on top of the civs in the game, or you have the potential of being wiped out. Or not just wiped out, but have the potential of losing the game. Almost kind of like pulling the game right out from under you. Let's go ahead and upgrade exercise zone of control. That's going to be really handy. Let's see. We can probably work something with this. No, I guess not. Well, we could work the fish. Is it being worked? Yeah, there's a boat there. Okay. So he can hang there for now. And we have to probably get rid of this quadrireme as well. We'll just move him over here just to see if that warrior will go after him. Just out of curiosity. Yep, we're going to work this wheat. Yeah, he captured him. That was interesting. No big loss. I was just curious to see if that was going to happen. And let's see. We probably wanted a little bit of production, so we'll work this hill. Right? And we need, what? 200 gold. So we'll just keep him here. Actually, we'll just start moving him across. We still have this settler over here too. I need to heal up the warrior swordsman, and we'll be able to take out this swordsman here and then recapture our worker. There we go. Heal up. I'm going to leave this chariot here in the city while we go after Egypt. I think we'll be a little more successful with the catapult, and probably going to want to get our ram over there, or if not, make a new one.
Those who in quarrels interpose.
All right, here we're going to change our policy so we can get those 2 extra builds on builders. And then what we'll do is we will start cranking out some of those builders. We are going to keep the chariot here. I did not want to do that either. So, builder. Plantation. So Pericles has worked all of these already, which is kind of interesting. Alright. Probably work this fish. Why not? I don't see the, oh, he doesn't have, I don't have sailing? Nope. We don't have sailing yet. Okay, that's fine. Well, we'll just go work the farm then. Give us that extra 0.5 housing. And we can work on some drama and poetry to help us with some culture. And let's see, he's got a, yeah, we'll work that library. And we have an envoy. We'll keep going to Valletta. So we'll have that advantage of a suzerain right here, especially when we go to fight Egypt. That could be helpful.
Few inventions have been so simple as the stirrup.
Alright, we have stirrups and horses. And we wanted to make a mine right here. Let's take out this scout. And let's move the, we're going to keep that crossbowman and move him to Egypt. Keep the catapult inside the city. Alright, let's just go ahead and get sailing. We are going to need this. Oh, that's right. We're playing on Pangaea. So, give us the opportunity to attack all of our enemies via land as opposed to sea. But it's kind of fun to have naval units. I've always enjoyed the naval aspect of the game. We're just going to go ahead and start marching these guys towards Egypt. This chariot will be adequate for Athens, so we'll be fine. And we got a boost to metal
Vessels
casting.
large may venture more.
And now we have our
all the
sailing.
world's a stage.
And we're going to keep what we have here. Yep. We're good. So we're going to keep that. We'll start moving the units that way. Oh, we still have another build. Okay, we'll go work this. Really? You want to go that far to get to the hill? Okay. And we'll go ahead and get mathematics. At some point, I will focus on making a terracotta army. This will be very useful. We will need to make a barracks for it. These apostles, are these missionaries? Yeah, are in the way. That's why. Well, we'll just spin. Pick our next civic. Probably going to be... Yeah, we'll go with, probably with mercenaries. Great library. And science is kind of semi-important, but... Yeah, I guess we could go with... Let's go ahead and just get mercenaries nonetheless. And we definitely need some housing, don't we? And we could do that with an encampment. which I do want one. Wow, I'd have to buy a tile, though. Let's see. The most useful spot would probably be right here, but that's going to be 150. So we can build it right here. That will cover this area here, this region around our main city. But I mostly want it so we can do the terracotta army for obvious reasons. So technically, I guess I could have made it up here, but it'll be fine right there. Now our builder can finally make it to the hill. I do know that barbarian camp is still there. I might just take the chariot there and let him deal with it. Let's go ahead and move the warrior along as well. It should come as no surprise to anyone that playing a domination victory is a matter of shuffling your units all around the map, which is kind of why I don't always prefer that victory type, because it is a series of constant movement of units, but at the same time it is part of the game. It's very similar to when you go for a religious victory too, but with a religious victory you don't have to contend with all the particular battling and positioning and defending. I think I want to go ahead and go with ancient walls. Because we also get housing with it as well, believe it or not. An aspect of it. Let's go ahead and get walls. You know what? We were going to do builders, weren't we? We sure were. Let's do builder here. Let's do a builder here. And we will get that encampment builder here as well, particularly this city. Yeah, this will be our builder series. Okay, so we have our catapult. I think we could probably take Egypt. It looks like they do have walls. Yeah, and they have the Sphinx. Interesting. Well, we will be building amenities there. And let's get him in the boundary, heal him up, move the battering ram, unchain him, and move the battering ram all the way over to here. 16 turns, wow. Probably could make one faster than that, but right now we're just shuffling, so a lot of this particular segment here will probably be just us shuffling our army across the screen. So hold up, post up here. Let's go and make that mine. I'd like them to also address spies in the game. Have you guys experimented with how the spies are working and leveling up? Wow, it is really challenging to level up spies in the game. And if a city is about
If I were again beginning my studies,
get a science victory, it's really difficult to... I have yet to see a spy have a better than 25% chance to disrupt the space program. Let's get some pikemen. They will come in handy. Would like to get rid of this quadrime for sure. What is Japan doing? We'll keep an eye on Japan. Yeah, that quadrime's going after our chariot. No surprise there. Now, what I might do is keep this unit here. I'll go ahead and upgrade him. And maybe swap these guys out. Okay, that's just a spearman down there. As we work our way across the screen, I'm going to keep him here because we are going to have this crossbowman to help us out. Wow, housing. Being warlike has its disadvantages in this game for sure. You have to almost kind of just...
In peace, one is
do it incrementally, which is the way we're going to be doing it. It'll also serve as an example to those that might pursue a domination victory. Okay, we're going to keep this guy here. That quadrime is going to pose a bit of a issue for this guy. We're going to get double teamed, but I think we'll be fine. See. Yeah, we'll go ahead and get recorded history. And we've completed our repairs. Definitely going to want to get walls in case we get some kind of invasion from India. I like that these mountains are here. This is a great choke point right here. Kind of a nice choke point over here as well. And our envoy to Loletta. Keep them up as suzerain. I think they'll provide us with some good help against Egypt when we're ready to do that. So Japan's posting up here, making our trip a little more difficult. Could also bring the swordsman down here to help the chariot out because he's going to get pretty nailed right here. Yeah, he got hit pretty brutally. And I'm going to shift out the catapult. I want to get some experience on those catapults. So yeah, let's bring the swordsman down here. He'll be fine. I'm going to post him up. And we will fortify here and wait. Move the chariot here and bring down the swordsman. Okay. We are moving along. We're going to have this encampment built now, which will give us that opportunity to make the terracotta army. Go ahead and make the barracks. It's only 4 turns. Our chariot's going to be a little bit of in a pinch. Might have to actually take him into the water. So I'm kind of glad that we did pick up sailing. Well, actually no. Well, we can at least move a decent distance. That'll prevent the quadrime from hitting him this time. We'll go ahead and start moving the catapult in too. Then we can start our builder here in Magdeburg. Right. I think Egypt will go down fairly quickly. We'll just have to position all of our units the way I want them to be. Wow, really? Okay. Builder. Another one. While we have the bonus. That's going to be a huge help too. Having all those tiles worked. Wow, that quadrime went quite some distance to come after our guy, but we can't blame him. Right, we're going to work this forest tile. Is that on a hill? It is, so we can actually chop the forest while we build something here. What I'm going to do is put all the... obviously put all the melee units up front. And then bring in the ranged behind. Right? Let's see. And we'll go ahead and, let's see, we need some amenities, don't we? Wow, 25 turns. But it has to be done. That would be a good place for a library. Let's see. Just take a quick peek. Yeah. So we could take this spot and then the library here for 2. So we will do that. Go ahead and make our amenities. It would have been nice to clear that forest for the additional amount, but I'll do that here with this guy. Clear this forest. Wow. Just think, one archer to take this guy out right here. And we'd be done. Alright, so I'm just going to kind of move him here so I can get these additional units up in the front. So a little bit of shuffling around. And there's our terracotta army, 16. Not bad, however, I want to get more units out. So for the sake of amenities, let's go ahead and get an arena. I don't think the civ leaders are going to be building terracotta army anytime soon, so take a little bit of a chance, but I would rather have more units built before we make the terracotta army.
Tactics mean doing what you can. I've lived through some terrible...
I'm going to keep this the same, and we will go ahead and work or chop that forest down for the additional points. That was handy. Alright. And we'll get our, let's see, let's get our melee up front. Melee up front. Get our ranged. And we'll probably bring him back into the city. And we'll move the chariot into Athens. So housing and amenities are going to be an issue right now, as you can clearly see. And we will go with education. I like the envoy aspect, so theology. Naval would also give it to us too. And production. We'll go ahead and get a market, because we will need to get that extra cash. Thankfully, Athens already had built a spot for it. Curious. Right, we picked the market. Why is it back in Athens? Alright, skip. Next turn. And we're going to be declaring war on Egypt here very shortly, because we're going to want to swap these guys out. And then crossbowman, catapult. Before we do that, we want to move this unit here and then have the crossbowman behind him. That's going to be fine. And then catapult maybe right here. Mainly for when they come after us, but we'll be ready for them shortly. Let's go ahead and work the spices for the amenities. Post up our unit. Work the hill. Keep him here. Alright, and we'll finish up those ancient walls. Then once we get all the builders, we can consider changing our government again. Post him up as well. I'm going to post all these up. We're going to cut this forest probably as well, since that is a hill. May as well. You're going to turn it into a mine or something. It's much better to go ahead and just cut those forests down. But we will be declaring war here on Egypt soon, once we get our guys into a reasonable position. Pretty happy with where they are right now. And we have our battering ram is here. Move him over here to this unit. Okay, so why does that not want him? Okay, because he's attached. And we'll probably get the amenities going here as well. Arena. Since we have it. And let's work those spices. Or, yeah. See what we have here. Let's go ahead and work these plains. What are these? Yeah, floodplains. Yeah, absolutely. Great food. And it'll give us some housing. We'll post up. And we got pillaged, huh? Our crabs. So it looks like I might need to get a ranged unit over here. Or build one. To take care of these pesky barbarians. Alright guys, on that note, I think I'm going to wrap it up. We are getting in position to take Egypt, as we had just recently taken Athens. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate the likes. Appreciate the shares as well. Continue to do so. It is a new game, so can only anticipate that it will start out slow, especially since Civ 6 is an existing game that people have been playing a while, so building up a new audience for this game is just going to be a matter of protocol for the channel. Thank you all for your participation, and we'll see you in the next game.